Good morning. Welcome again to Morning Devotions, and thank you again for our time together. It's a beautiful Sunday morning. You say, Pastor Summerall, are you still in Israel? No. We taped all these in advance. I'll actually be there in Manila preaching all day, just like I did yesterday and the day before yesterday, and the leadership conference all day on Thursday. But we taped some of these in advance just so that we could share our Israel trip with you. I want to take you today to the book of Mark chapter 7, and we'll begin reading with verse 31. Then Jesus left the vicinity of Tyre and went on through Sidon down to the Sea of Galilee and into the region of the Decapolis. There some people brought to him a man who was deaf and could hardly talk, and they begged him to place his hand on the man. After he took him aside from the crowd, Jesus put his fingers into the man's ears. Then he spit and touched the man's tongue. He looked up to heaven and with a deep sigh said to him, Apatha, which means be opened. At this, the man's ears were opened, his tongue was loosed, and he began to speak plainly. Jesus commanded them not to tell anyone, but the more he did so, the more they kept talking about it. Fascinating to me. Jesus was not into marketing. Jesus would not like a book called Church Marketing 101. Jesus would not like the church growth conferences that's all about networking and marketing and getting your story out. Isn't it fascinating that the Savior, that the head of the church, that the one that this is all about, did not like the limelight? When they brought him this man that needed to be healed, Jesus did not say, gather the crowd around and watch as I do this miracle and applaud my miracle. It said Jesus took him aside from the crowd. And then after Jesus healed this man, he said, please don't tell anybody about this. Let's just keep this quiet. But the more he told them not to talk, the more they talked. Now, that disobedience is a whole nother study. But I would just like you to notice how different Christianity is today than in the time of our Savior. Our Savior was not into marketing. Our Savior was into ministry.